we interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With Karina ready in her chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
Hey, look who's back. You finally made it to work.
I did.
Oh, yeah, it's been 4 weeks since you've been on the show.
Has it seriously?
Yeah, Kevin hosted twice and Ryan hosted once, and
Oh, shit.
you're finally back. Yes, Karina's back.
Hi.
The chat is excited. Kirsten's on Twitch.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about Twitch.
Laura says Ryan looks different this week.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You, right before the show, you're like, ew, was Ryan's mullet in here?
I don't want to catch the mullet. Yeah.
Yeah. You're back. Welcome.
I'm back. Thank you.
You have a show to promote. That's why you're back.
Aw.
You're like, I guess I got to promote this show. I guess I'll go do it myself. Yeah, no. But yeah, no. It's we haven't seen each other in 2.5 weeks.
I know.
Until today.
Well, one of my coworkers got the COVID. So 2 things happened. I wanted to kind of stay away from you with you going to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And I had to pick up a shit ton of hours. I got like a whole day's worth of overtime.
Yeah, that's
that's a lot of hours.
Yeah.
So my boss was a little pissed, but he wasn't picking up the hours, so.
So what you're saying is you can afford to buy me that $1,000 microphone I was just talking about before we came on
No, but maybe like on payments towards $1,000 microphone. I'm getting there. I'm getting on my own 2 feet here.
No. I don't need $1,000 microphone. I need.
If you needed it, I would help you.
I need the $400 microphone I have with the $500 cloud lifter to work without picking up my neighbor's radio station. But that's
isn't that like that sucks and everything? But that's kind of a neat problem to have.
It is.
It's interesting.
She could buy you a nice scarf to hang on your mic stand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this thing holds up the microphone, let alone anything else. But, yeah. Actually, I had my SM7B on here last night because I'm like, can I use this, without the cloud lifter? And I can, but I have to be, right up on it like this.
Oh.
And I don't want to do that. The whole point of... Because, when I had it hooked up with the cloud lifter, I could sit back here and be loud enough. Does Karina know about Lexi? Yeah, I told her about Lexi.
Yeah.
I pointed out to Lexi that I'm pretty sure she'll be avoiding tanning booths the rest of her life.
Oh.
She said she didn't like them anyway, so.
She doesn't seem like a tanner.
No.
No, she has fair skin.
Yeah. I still got to watch the rest of the show. I've only watched up to that episode, so.
Yeah.
But has Karina watched Up yet?
No.
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 No, I also have not watched Return to Oz.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I saw it as it was available somewhere the other day, and I'm like,
where's
ooh,
it available?
I don't know, Peacock or
Is it
Paramount
something-
Plus or I don't know, something like that. It's on one of the
Is it
streaming
something
services.
that you have?
It's something we can watch it on, yeah. So is Up. It's on Disney Plus.
Oh, I heard that's not available anymore.
What?
People don't want to watch that shit.
Yeah, okay. One of the most popular movies of all time, and you're just like, nobody wants to watch that.
Nobody wants to watch that shit.
You know, just like you say nobody wants to listen to Metallica, and they have one of the biggest selling albums of all time. What do you think of the top 3 selling albums? Let's talk about the top
God.
3 selling albums. You tell me what you think of them.
Okay.
Number 1, The Eagles' Greatest Hits Volume 2.
I think that everyone should hear it. And I think that if you don't have it, you should have it on vinyl. Do you have it?
I do.
I figured you did.
I specifically bought it because it
It was
is
one of the top albums.
allegedly the number 1
Allegedly.
selling album of all time.
Okay, what else is there?
Number
Thriller?
Number 2 is Michael Jackson's Thriller.
I fucking hate Michael Jackson. But I understand the importance of Thriller.
You know, the microphone that I'm not currently using because I'm getting the interference from the radio station, is the microphone, the type of microphone
Right.
they used to record Thriller and several other albums. All right, here's going to be the fun one. Number 3, the number 3 biggest selling album of all time, AC/DC's Back in Black.
No.
I have all of these on vinyl, by the way.
And I'm
I-
glad that
I
you do. I haven't heard Back in Black all the way through, but I do think that AC/DC is a big pile of dog shit.
I mean, if you've heard an AC/DC song, you've heard all of their albums front to back.
That's how I feel, basically. I feel like if you drive a rusty pickup truck or even a nice pickup truck and you maybe have an American flag or maybe even a Confederate flag somewhere on that pickup truck and, you know, you shop at Walmart, you know, you probably listen to AC/DC.
But I mean, you sit here, you say all AC/DC songs sound the same, and that's why you don't like them. But you listen to Sublime.
Yeah, but I like how that sounds. It doesn't.
Sales isn't indicative of how good your music is, but how good your branding and marketing, and you can't deny AC/DC's branding. That is true.
Truth. Yeah, it's just.
I mean, I do love me some AC/DC, but yeah, they admit that they've released the same album over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like there could be a lot of other albums that made it to number 3. I don't even. What about a Beatles album? You would think a Beatles album would be up there.
You would think,
Or even a Stones album.
yeah.
But no,
just-
fucking AC/DC. Come on, people. What are you doing with your money?
I just canceled an order for a Stones album
Did ya?
because it was the vinyl Amazon vinyl.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we don't know when this is going to get to you. Do you still want it? And I'm like, no, I didn't want it in the first place. I think it had Paint It Black on it, which is like the only good Rolling Stones song.
Did they
This is
do
like-
that song?
Yeah.
I thought that was the Doors.
No, that was the Rolling Stones.
My bad.
So I'm like, yeah, I kind like, I like that song, but I don't need this album. So no, if you guys aren't getting it to me, I'll take my $20 back or whatever. Don't insult the Doors like that. Yeah. Anyway, and then, but I also just recently picked up the Beatles' White Album.
Yeah.
Got that. A friend of mine was like, "Hey, do you have the David Bowie Little Drummer Boy album?" And I said, "I didn't even know that was a thing." And best-selling album of all time or time it came out. There are albums that become legendary, which would help. I mean, I still don't like. I don't doubt that the Eagles have sold a ton of that record. But like, there's a huge controversy where, like, the estate of Michael Jackson is questioning the legitimacy of the numbers of sales that the Eagles got on that Greatest Hits album.
Oh.
Anyway, my buddy goes, "Oh, I'm looking for a copy of this if you can find it." So I found him a copy, and like a lot of shippers on Discogs, the guy was like, "Oh, $5 shipping, and and that's for however many albums." In his case, it was unlimited. So I'm like, let me see if he's got anything I want.
Yeah, might as well.
And I scrolled through, and I saw he had what he had listed as a very good copy of the Beatles' White Album, and he said it played like a very good plus copy, which those are different gradings. There's poor, there's fair, there's good, very good plus, and mint. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to take a chance on this. And the copy of the David Bowie 45 that the guy got was that I got for my friend he said it was a very good copy. And then he said when he was packing it up, he realized, oh no, this isn't very good plus. This is very good. And he refunded me for that.
Oh, that's really nice.
Which was really cool.
That's respectable.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, he reached out to me. He was like, listen, man, I'm still going to send you this. I'm so sorry it's not what I said it was, but I'm not going to charge you for it. I'm still going to send it to you.
Yeah.
And so I got the Beatles, the White Album, and I got that David Bowie, and I didn't even look at I like the way he had it packed up. I'm like, I'm not even gonna like unpack this. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is here and see how that goes. And just let let my buddy open it and see how it is. And he asked me, he's like, is it very good or is it very good plus? I'm like, dude, I haven't looked. Like, you can look and find out.
Yeah. I love what Kirsten says. The Eagles are weird, nothing but hits, but literally no one's favorite band. That's so true.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I didn't even look at the record, so I don't even know. But my buddy was like, oh yeah, I'll come pick it up and I'll leave you some money. And then so he comes to the door, and we both wore masks because he knew I'm leaving for California next week, and I'm like not taking any chances whatsoever. And he goes, oh, and here's the money. He hands me a $20 bill. He's like, I'm paying for yours too. Like, oh man, you didn't have to do that. So I basically got a free copy of the White Album.
That doesn't suck.
Now, is it just me, or did the volume go down in our microphones here? I feel like it dropped.
I feel like it's just you.
Okay, I don't know. I think I'm having some issues with my headphones today.
Oh no.
So that's fun.
I mean, might as well, right?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, you guys, guess what happened as soon as I got home today? A fucking mirror fell on my head.
That did happen.
Yeah. I opened a dresser drawer, and the mirror that was not too well screwed to the wall behind it, just fell on me. Did not shatter. I'm okay. Maybe mildly concussed, but...
Yeah, that was...
it scared the shit out of me more than anything.
Yeah.
I was just like, what is on my head?
At least it didn't, like, shatter on your head.
I know, I'm so glad it didn't shatter.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So I guess we're putting the mirror somewhere else.
I guess. Yeah, that was kind of scary. And then I'm the one making stupid statements like, I don't know where these pajama pants I'm looking for are.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This asshole. This asshole is sitting here. We're talking about all his pajama pants and how he needs more and stuff. He's like, I have this other pair. And he's looking around. I have this other pair. I'm like, are they the ones you're wearing? And they were. They were. That was what he was looking for, was the pants he was wearing.
True story.
That was that was something I would do, not something you normally do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kirsten can't talk shit. She does similar things. Yeah, I think my headphones are dying because I'm just losing volume as we're... No, because those ones suck. I'll just get the ones out of the booth again. Okay. I'll do that during the song break, I guess. But
okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these headphones.
That really sucks.
Check. I don't know. Man, I've been trying like hell to not have to replace these headphones.
Do you think you're going to be able to find the same ones?
No.
That sucks.
I've been looking, and I think maybe I found them for like $130 used, and I'm like, no. And the show to change the headphones, says Laura. Nobody's forcing you to listen, Laura. You can literally turn the show off.
What if she doesn't know how?
Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't know. Here,
She's just sitting here listening to all WNY because she doesn't know how to use her radio.
But she's watching the show on YouTube, which means she actually went out of her way to find the show.
She technologies.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Literally have no volume anymore.
I mean, we can hear you.
Yeah, that's
if
good.
If that's any consolation.
No, I can see the meter going to the right level, so I'm
Laura's
just
stuck online like some Tron shit.
she says Scott's forcing her. She's been saying that Scott's
yeah.
forcing her.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but you know,
from across the ocean.
Scott don't even listen to this show, so
Yeah.
I would be worried. You would be
I
worried.
would be worried.
We
I would be worried.
we were worried when you didn't show up for a little while. So a little while ago, which was kind of not helped by not seeing your name in places I'm used to seeing your name. So I was worried about you for a little while there.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I'm wondering if maybe it's just this output. I don't know.
I don't know either. I would have to really get in there.
Theoretically could find out, but
I'm gonna just unplug it.
I'm just going to deal with it until we get to the song break.
Yeah. Speaking of the song breaks, we have some pretty cool music this week.
We do. I'm hoping it. Can you see the whole?
I can see it.
Okay, cool. Because I know this thing's kind of like there. Anyway.
I'm good, thank you. Yeah. It's all music from the All WNY Winter Warm Up, which is this weekend, Saturday, at Stamps. Yeah, it's gonna be a $5 donation to Westside Food Not Bombs, and we will be collecting winter gear like scarves and hats and mittens and things like that, to give to Westside Food Not Bombs for them to distribute to people who need them.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely a good cause. I unfortunately will not be there.
It's really a smart call for you because and that's another thing. Masks are required at Stamps now.
Masks are required everywhere in Erie County now.
They sent out a thing it didn't even occur to me like Stamps is right over the border of Erie County.
Yeah.
You know, cuz like when I go to work, I don't wear a mask, but that's in Niagara Falls. Like I don't even
Right. Yeah,
it's weird cuz like just across that bridge, it's like a different world.
yeah. I'm trying to avoid people. Like I'm nervous with you being home.
I
Like,
kind of am too, especially after the work scare.
yeah.
But like I got tested and I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm not sick. I don't have any symptoms. The girl that I worked with that got it, the only symptoms she had, like she had a little bit of a sniffle, and then she realized she couldn't taste her coffee. So she was like, I better go get a test.
Yeah.
And really, it's a good thing she did because who knows, how sick she could have gotten everybody else.
Yeah, like I normally, like when I get my daughter, I take the bus to her house and then take an Uber back home. I was just like, fuck this. I took an Uber both ways.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that's,
You
I'd
wanna be a
rather
little
have,
safer.
it would be, I'd rather have one guy that I'm interacting with than
a dozen,
5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
on a
and
bus.
like bus people can be, not always, but bus people can be really fucking weird and gross.
Usually that bus in the morning is just like, it's fine. There's nobody
that's
doing
good.
nothing, like.
But you know what I'm saying. You've
Yeah.
had to ride the late night buses. Like,
Oh, yeah.
bus
I mean,
people,
like coming
man.
back from Niagara Falls, that one
Yeah.
kind of sucks. Like late night coming home from Rapids Theater.
Yeah.
Back when, I used to go to Rapids Theater.
Yeah.
You know.
Back in the day.
Back when-
Ignorance is bliss.
What's that?
I said ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss. Yeah, before
Before you realize all the shit going on there.
how racist they are. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's just a lot going on there.
I don't know what just happened, but I got all the headphone volume back.
Maybe it was your connection.
I hit the thing in the back here,
Yeah.
which is like, it's the same connection, but it's like that one goes to the booth and this one goes to here.
That's weird.
So I don't know. So like apparently that one must have been coming unplugged or something. It is kind of like getting pulled
Yeah, the way
in the way that it's over here.
Yeah.
So I gotta maybe get myself a little more room on that. I gotta untie it in the basement. But I could bus home from shows and deals with crazies, or walk home and risk getting jumped, and I risk getting jumped every time.
But you still have to deal with bus crazies even if you walk because those motherfuckers get off the bus at some point.
Yeah. I never have an issue really with taking the bus. It's just like this time around, it's okay. I need to not be around people. I'm trying to, like, I didn't go to the On to Cinder show a couple of weeks ago. I really wanted to, but it was like, I got stuff to do at home, and I also don't want to be around people. I don't want to take unnecessary chances.
Absolutely.
I haven't left the house since Sunday. I don't plan on leaving the house until Friday, next Friday.
Yeah.
Like I haven't even like gone to the store. I've thought about, like, I got dressed.
Yeah.
And I was gonna go to the store, and then I'm like, fuck this. I'm just getting Instacart.
Yeah. What were you thinking?
I was thinking it'd be easier to find some of the shit I was looking for.
Yeah. I hear you.
So, which sometimes is the case. I was just at a 400-person venue, and that place was packed. If I get the Rona, I'm blaming that show. Yeah.
Yeah. What county is Rochester in? She's in Rochester, right?
Yeah.
What county is that?
I don't know.
Kirsten. Riddle me this. Monroe. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All
That
right.
sounds
So
about right.
what are the restrictions in Monroe County? Do you have to wear a mask? I'm super curious since
Yeah.
it's two different things here.
I mean, what I don't like is, like, no mask restrictions, she says, in Monroe County. What I don't like about the Erie County policy is, like, if they're requiring vaccinations to get into the venue, they're not requiring masks.
Oh.
Whereas I'm going to San Francisco next weekend, where I not only have to have proof of vaccination, I have to wear a mask. In the, like, for the Metallica show anyway.
Yeah.
For the 49ers game, because it's outdoors, I don't have to wear the mask. I think I still have to have the proof of vaccination.
I feel like wearing a mask might be a good idea anyway.
I think I'm going to. I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to wear a mask the whole time I'm there. Went to a show that required vaccines and no masks, and literally no one checked my vaccination status.
Maybe they were just going on the honor system for that one.
I guess. I don't know. I kind of,
It's weird because some people, like, some places are really checking, and some places are just like, oh, you say you're vaccinated.
I mean, the one that really surprises me is KeyBank Center.
Yeah.
Because, like, you've been with me to a game.
Yeah.
You go, and they have the security outside to check your vax records.
Yeah.
But you just
flash it.
They don't even, like, actually look at it. Like,
Yeah.
For the Chase Center in San Francisco, I've got this app. It's called Clear, and it's got a picture of me and all the information from my vaccinations.
Yeah.
Like, and a barcode for them to scan. So, like, they're taking that shit seriously. And, like, if you look at the map of, like, the density of how many COVID cases, right? So, like, the entire map is fucking red, except for, like, a little area in California.
Oh, really?
And it's like, I'm pretty sure that's where I'm going.
Oh.
Like, and I mean, that's still, like, yellow or orange, but it's not red like the rest of the country.
Yeah.
Speaking of things going on this weekend,
Yeah.
I got offered a ticket. I got offered to buy a ticket for the Every Time I Die Christmas show this weekend.
Yeah.
And of course I turned that down too, because I'm not going anywhere this week. And if I was, I'd be going to Stamps. But also, that's going to be an interesting show, because Every Time I Die is basically imploding before our very eyes, if you haven't heard this yet.
I haven't. What's going on?
So the band released a statement the other day. They said because of mental health issues, that the singer was going to take the rest of the tour off. They were going to continue the tour without a singer.
Oh, wow.
The last, like, three shows of the tour, which presumably includes the Christmas show this weekend.
Yeah.
The singer then releases his own statement and says, "Let me tell you why that's bullshit."
Oh, God.
Says that he overheard them talking about finding a replacement for him and kicking him out of the band that he's been in for the last 20 years.
Jesus.
And so there's this huge drama going on with Every Time I Die.
now I really kind of wish there were that we had tickets to that, because like it might be the last show.
This includes his own brother. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's
shit.
what it was.
Oh,
Yeah, that was kind of
that's fucked up.
one of the reasons they want him out is because he's sober. Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh shit.
He said he quit drinking, and then they kind of like turned on him because he's not doing all the stuff they
Shit that
do
they're
when
doing.
they're out
Yeah.
drinking. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just kind of that story came out like earlier this week. Just he travels separately from them and stuff so they can do their thing.
Wow,
Yeah.
that doesn't even sound like it's fun for them anymore. Like, not any of them. Like, I can't imagine for him it would be fun.
Yeah, so apparently, yeah, I guess like, you know, they released a statement saying, "Hey, this is what's going on. He's taking a mental health break," and he was like, "No, the fuck, I'm not. My mental health is fine. These guys are trying to kick me out of the band."
Wow.
As someone sober in the binge culture, we have that shit is hard, and Keith is my homie. I mean, I'm very fortunate. I think that, you know, everybody, you know, when anybody tries to offer me a drink or anything, and I say, "Hey, I don't drink," they're like, "Do you want a soda?"
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like nobody really tries to force me or question
Why
me
not?
nobody
Yeah.
questions me, which is great. You know, like because I'm fucking 40 and can make my own fucking decisions. I don't have to give in to fucking peer pressure and drink. Also, I get like super fucking drunk if I drink now because like,
Because you don't drink.
well, I mean, and not only that, but like, you know, my issues with my teeth and all that. So like,
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm thinking like it's getting straight into my bloodstream. I lost half a tooth before the show last week.
Really?
I did. I told you this.
I don't remember you telling me this.
I texted you that, and then I texted you something else, and you didn't respond. I think I texted you like two things in one message, and
Oh,
you didn't respond to the tooth thing. But yeah, I mean, I
I'm
lost like half a
sorry.
tooth last week,
Jeez.
right before the show. I'm
Are
like
you
sitting
okay?
here like, oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm like sitting here like, is it visible?
Oh, dear.
Nope, it's not. It's not. It's luckily the back half of the tooth. So
Okay.
I showed it to Ryan. I'm like, dude, I lost it. And he's like, oh, yeah, dude, that's a huge chunk. I'm like, yeah, it's not visible though. It's good.
Yeah.
Constant alcohol just feels so normalized. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as a sober person doing the band thing, I see like the, you know, I do a lot, you know, most people in Buffalo can handle their alcohol. Most people, there's occasionally you'll get the really bad
Yeah.
drunks who are just, they don't know that they're drunks and they
Yeah.
just won't shut up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but I'm also, I've been fortunate to be in a band with other people who are sober. So,
Right.
I mean, not, you know, not the whole band, but
But they're not like idiots when they drink.
yeah, right. No, exactly.
It's like they'll have a
they're,
drink.
you know,
and-
the ones who do drink in my band are responsible, and you know, there's me who never really liked drinking in the first place, and then there's John who like can't drink.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
it's you know, and so at least I got a sober buddy when we're at shows anyway.
Yeah, that is nice.
If
isn't
nothing,
it?
you know, if nothing else, but I mean, you know, like I said, nobody in my band is like super drunk and obnoxious and
Yeah, that's true.
being dicks. So,
That's true.
yeah, but we're taking we're taking a couple of weeks off here.
Yeah, for you to go to San Francisco.
Yeah, we were going like, so we weren't going to take any time off. And then my drummer was like, "Hey, I can't do a certain day, and can we do this other day?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure." And then Ryan couldn't do it for the next 2 weeks. So it was like, "Oh, okay, sure, no problem. You know, that's cool with me." And then my drummer just sorted it out so he could practice any day of the week. And I'm like, "Yeah, but still, let's not practice next week
Right.
because
No chances.
I am staying the fuck home, and until I have to catch my Uber to fucking to the airport on Friday morning." Laura said she once lost half a tooth. They had to replace the tooth. Really painful. Yeah, so that's the thing, is I want to kind of like, after the trip, I want to take care of some stuff that I need to do,
Good.
which would hopefully get me in a position to be able to get some insurance.
Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it?
And then kind of go and be like, yo, I want to get my teeth fixed.
Mm.
So, I basically work with one other dude in my department and go home to my cat, and that's about it. Instacart all the way. Yeah. We Instacarted for some stuff today.
Yes, because I needed eggs to make cookies.
Luckily, I had I Instacarted yesterday, and so luckily I still had a thing that was like, oh, free delivery on your next order of $10.
Yeah, that was really handy.
So it's like, cool. So we just got.
I never asked you what I owe you for the Instacart.
I don't even know.
Oh, we'll figure that out.
So we got you your stuff you needed from Instacart, and we got a note.
Yeah, our driver, our delivery person,
left
us a note.
Thank you, and have a wonderful day, Melissa. Smiley face.
So yeah, I'm supposed to tell you that it's music time.
It is music time,
Yeah.
and so this Saturday is the All WNY Winter Warm Up.
Yes, it's going to be $5 donation to Westside Food Not Bombs. We are also collecting winter gear. There will be pizza. There may be some vegan-friendly food. Depends on what I can afford. Also, the music is going to be fucking awesome. So we're starting with, we're playing Turkey Blaster Omega today.
Yes.
But that's only because you played Katie Alessandra last week because it was, she released an album.
Yes.
So Katie is opening the show. She is doing her solo kind of busking act, I guess. It's gonna be really cool. Katie fucking rocks.
They're from Kirsten's neck of the woods there in Rochester.
That's true.
Ryan's brother is in that band.
Oh, yeah.
So that's our that band is kind of related to us now.
It's a small
They're
world.
like our step band.
Our step band.
Or something like that. I don't know.
Our half band.
It would be because Ryan married into the family, so it would be like step, right?
In-law.
They're our band-in-law.
They're band-in-law.
They're our band-in. There you go. Yeah, okay. They're our band-in-law.
Yeah.
Because somebody in our band is brothers with somebody in their band. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, this is Turkey Blaster Omega. This song's called Wonderland on All WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show.
Seems to want to take me over too much, you see, and I don't want to let myself go. And I don't want to suffer the consequences.
What would be the consequence?
That's an interesting question.
1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go!
I feel as though there's some very definite driving me, spiraling arrow going to a smart. I don't know how much I'm seeing or how much I'm pretending to see.
Now I always pictured Wonderland as a place to go forget every little bow. Well, that's why I said to thoughts in the rain. How can you go through little doors when you're standing 10 feet tall? Sitting easy feet, you get that's not as hard to change it all. People spend too much time talking about the wrong things. I can barely listen for more than a minute and they never care what I think. Now don't worry too much about things better left unread. If the broken parts are gonna queen our hearts and say, I'll play the red. I get lost in play and pretend, and sometimes it's too easy. Get lost in your own head to go down rabbit holes that shouldn't have been dug. You'll be okay by the end of the day until the sun comes up.
Our conflict is that I want to limit this and you want this
And I want to have it go on
and on and on and on.
Yes.
Now there's no use going back to yesterday. I was a different person then. Change will come, but it isn't fun, and it's all about the end. The reality and what you see by the smile in the door. Cause it's something worse than just a verse that makes us fall apart. People spend too much time looking through the mirror. The very few already knew that we were already mad out here. You can do what you want with them, but you know in the games you play, chance of cards and the track of yours. All of us have to say, I get lost in play and pretend, and sometimes it's too
this experience was getting to be a little overwhelming. Isn't that right?
Well, I wouldn't say. I'd like to keep it up.
Turkey Blaster Omega on all WNY Think So Joe show.
So there are like 2 times in a day when I get really, really upset. If I'm drinking coffee or Monster, that last sip, when I realize like this is gone.
Uh-huh.
And then also like when a really good song ends, like that. Like I'm so happy because that song was playing, but I'm so bummed because it's over.
It's one of those songs where it's like, man, this song's so good. Why is it so short?
Yeah.
That's what I like about the Long Cold Dark is like they have really good songs and they're really long. But there's like from their last EP, they just put out a new one. But from their last EP, Captive Audience, there's a song called 1 Part Disappointment, 2 Parts Apathy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that song is like 5-6 minutes long, like most Long Cold Dark songs are. And every time it's over, it's like, man, this song needs to be longer. It's that good of a song.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, no, I definitely,
You feel me on that,
I
then?
definitely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Big mood on the energy drink, especially if you didn't realize it was almost gone.
Yeah, I realize mine's almost gone, so I'm kind of nursing it here.
I've just been drinking a shit ton of hot cocoa lately because I got one of those coffee mug warmers,
Yeah.
which has just been great. Because it's like that's my biggest problem when I drink cocoa. Is like, man, it's cold already. Now I got this thing, so I just said it like, oh, good, it's still warm.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ran out, and so when I Instacarted a couple of weeks ago, I got like a big 30-pack box of Swiss Miss.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you got the tub where you make it yourself.
No.
It's more economical.
Eh.
And you
I
can
got-
make it stronger.
I got the big 30-pound Swiss Miss or 30
30 pounds
pack,
of hot cocoa.
the 30 pack of
We're not
of,
fucking around
of
here.
Swiss Miss, and it didn't have marshmallows, so I had to buy marshmallows, and I bought candy
That's not
canes.
a bad thing. I saw
No.
the candy canes.
Yeah,
I was actually gonna ask you if I could use some of the candy canes for my cookies.
yeah. There was candy. There's candy canes in there from like last
There
year.
are. No, they're from the year before. Those
Okay.
shits are garbage.
Because like I'm like, where's the date on here? And I found the date, and the date is like just a series of fucking letters, right? So I'm like, what in the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah, those candy canes are pre-pandemic.
So I Googled like the date code that was on it,
Yeah.
and the only thing that comes up is mini candy canes. It doesn't say what the date actually fucking means. So I have no idea. So I was like,
We'll just throw those away.
I'm not gonna take a chance. I'm gonna buy some mini candy canes to throw in my hot chocolate.
Yeah.
So
You know what I saw at the Dollar General today? It was candy cane spoons.
candy cane spoons.
They were exactly for what you're using the candy canes for. They're to go in your hot cocoa, but they're spoons,
Okay,
and they're spoon-shaped peppermint.
interesting.
Yes.
We ordered from Tim Hortons the other day
Yeah.
when my daughter was here, and they didn't give her a straw with her Oreo, whatever
Oh,
the
that's
fuck it
some
was.
bullshit.
So she's like,
We have straws.
she's like, do you have straws? I'm like, yeah, I think so. So I went and I found the straws. We have little straw spoons,
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I got those for Jasmine.
and I'm like, I don't know why we have straw spoons, but here's a straw.
That was probably perfect for what she
with
was
a
eating.
spoon. I mean, I think I don't know,
Because
maybe.
they're for like slushies and milkshakes and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Well, that's like it's like a cappuccino or something like
Yeah.
like
Was it-
like
Was it chunky?
I don't know. I've
If you
never.
say Oreo, I just assume it's like a McFlurry.
No, it's. I mean, like there's like whipped cream and like Oreo topping on it, but otherwise, I think it's all liquid. I don't know. I have no idea. She's the one that drinks it, not me. So I had to. That's the one thing with like DoorDash and things like that is you got to hit like a certain threshold to get the free delivery. So I was like,
They get you.
so I had already eaten breakfast before I left to get her.
Yeah.
And we got back, and I was like, did you eat breakfast? She said, no. And I said, all right, let's order. So we ordered some Tim Hortons, and she gets what she was getting, and I got a wrap. And then I go to cash out, and it's like, damn, I still need like 75 cents
That's so frustrating.
to get the free delivery. So I end up getting a donut, too. And I'm like, man, I don't want a donut, but I will eat a donut.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What kind of donut did you get, huh?
Boston cream, Bavarian
That
cream.
sounds really good.
Yeah.
Did you know that a donut craze opened up not far from Stamps?
It's like right down the block.
But it's not open when we're at Stamps.
No, I know that.
It's only
Yeah.
open till like 6 or something stupid like that. What if I need a midnight donut? What if I am out at Stamps having an adult beverage, some pizza, donating my mittens to West Side Food Not Bombs, and then I'm like, damn, I have a hankering for a donut. What? Go get a taco? Fucking, I mean, I would settle for a taco, but really what I want is a donut.
I was watching the Sabres game last night, and it was broadcast on ESPN Plus instead of like, MSG or whatever. And so it's a nationally televised game, and the commentators are talking about, oh, we went to Tim Hortons and we got a Boston cream donut, and like, damn, dude, okay, you're copying me now. The fuck?
Kirsten, feel this. Feel this with me. Yep, we're switching to water.
I've been doing all right, though. I haven't gone up over 205 pounds. Actually, that's not true. I'm up over 205 right now. I'm at like 205.4, but
Yeah, give yourself a break.
Yeah.
Jesus, you look great.
I feel okay.
I feel okay, he says. Well, that's something.
Yeah.
Why do we need to get some bananas, Laura?
I think she was telling me to get some bananas instead of a donut.
Oh, they
I
do
think-
have bananas at Tim Hortons.
I don't know. I wanted a donut.
But
so
you
I
didn't want a donut.
I didn't want a donut, but I
you
wanted a donut.
Let's be real. He wanted the donut.
So Laura says now I can't win the cruiserweight title. That's not true. That's not true, because as of last night on NXT, they announced that there's no more weight limit on the cruiserweight title, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Then what's the point of cruiserweight? Like, it's in the title.
But yeah, I don't know. But I worked so hard to get down to 205, and then they're like, oh, now you can challenge for it at any weight.
Well, this
Oh,
just
well.
means that we can have tacos tonight, and you can still challenge the cruiserweight champion tomorrow.
Yeah. My scale is broken, claims 240, which is more than the doctor's scale
Oh, when
said
they say
before.
more than the doctor scale, you fuck that. They're broken.
Yeah. I have a Fitbit scale,
It's a nice
electronic
scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it pairs with the app, and then I
Does
got
it
the
like
Fitbit.
record
and-
everything for you and show you
as long as I open the
a
app.
graph of like your weight loss and your?
As long as I open the app, but I only open the app if I've like lost weight.
That's
'cause
funny.
it's like,
you
all
don't
right.
want them to know.
I mean,
You're keeping secrets from your Fitbit.
the scale is also secondhand and changes reading depending on where you place it. Yeah.
You know what, Kirsten? It's time for a new scale.
I think that's part of the reason that I got a new scale was because
The
I
one
thought
that was in there
that
was
one
shit.
was not great. Yeah.
I mean, it
So-
gave you the idea, like you're within a couple pounds, but when you're like actually trying to mark milestones and like
Yeah, I
keep
wanted.
yourself motivated, you can't be like, oh, I'm about.
Yeah, I specifically wanted a digital scale to kind of have like a more accurate. So I'm not like sitting there like I think that says two.
Yeah. And you can't like get down and squint without throwing off the weight.
Right,
on those-
exactly.
those old
so
scales.
I went out like specifically looking for a digital scale, and the cheapest one I found was this $50 Fitbit scale. And it's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't need a Fitbit to use this, do I? And then I went and bought a Fitbit
Yeah.
on Kirsten's recommendation, actually. So
Yeah, but it seems to have helped you out on
Yeah,
this journey.
yeah, I bought it mostly for like the heart rate monitor, and then I like just haven't exercised to use the heart rate monitor. But it's cool to see like what kind of stuff raises my heart rate. So like band practice,
Oh, yeah.
I get into like the fat burning zone,
That's cool.
which is like
How long do you
that's
stay there?
huh
How long do you stay there?
in the zone.
Yeah.
I mean, not super long, but like and like more than I would have sitting on my ass playing video games. So
More than Animal Crossing.
more than Animal Crossing, more than Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Can I ask you, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater? Yeah, I can see getting excited over that. Does Animal Crossing excite you?
No, no,
Okay, I just wanted to verify.
no. So it's a wholesome game.
It is wholesome. That is true.
It's very relaxing.
It's cute.
It's very relaxing.
What excitement.
Excitement, you play something else.
Okay. All right.
Mortal Kombat or
Yeah.
NHL or something.
I don't know.
Tetris Effect. That game.
Yes.
That game is cool as shit.
Yes. Oh, I want to play some Tetris.
And now I got with the speakers like set up properly in here, like that game is just badass.
I bet.
that Tetris, that one I was showing you the last time you were home.
I'm gonna have to get around to do that in at some point.
I played Mario 64 today. Does that count?
Counts for something.
Yeah. A horror game that responds to your heart rate if you use a compatible mod. That's
Ooh,
cool.
that is a good idea.
Yeah.
The new thing that like all of my friends at work that like have expendable income, like those of them that do, like they all have these VR systems. And I'm like, dude, you guys, I can't even watch an IMAX 3D movie without throwing up. Like, no, thank you. Like, I do not need my, virtual world to be that real. You want to try it, don't you?
I don't think I could handle it.
I absolutely
honestly,
could
like
not.
I can't do first person shooters, so I don't know how.
True.
Like I have a VR helmet for like you put your phone in it or whatever, but like
oh yeah.
Like I mean, and that I was okay with that, but I couldn't like
Probably
figure out
isn't
how
that
to
realistic though.
I couldn't figure out how to control it. So I was like, all right, never mind this. I already can't hear. I'd rather not obscure my video. Yeah.
That's a really good point.
So Laura keeps asking me if I've done my Mario 99, which doesn't exist anymore. It was Mario 35 was what the game was. But they shut it down like early last year.
I feel like I remember you talking about this.
It was a fun game and I was really good at it, and then they took it away. So
yeah, so now you have to cross animals.
then they're like, oh, here's Pac-Man 99, and it's like this game sucks.
Aw, they ruined Pac-Man.
No, it's not that they ruined Pac-Man. It's just I'm not as good at Pac-Man as I was at Super Mario Brothers. So like,
all right.
Like I'm sure if I sat there and like really tried to play it and just kept at it, I would probably get better.
You can do it.
Yeah, but I mean, you're playing against 98
Oh,
other people, so
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I getcha.
which I mean, there's also like, and quite frankly, Pac-Man Tunnel Battle for the Google Stadia is the better of the two Pac-Man games. So I like the 4-player competitive Pac-Man they have at Swillburger.
What's Swillburger? That sounds good.
I have definitely played the 4-player competitive Pac-Man. So
What's where is it? A Rochester thing? Is it a Rochester thing? Don't yell at me, Kirsten.
I guess we know where we're eating next time we're in Rochester.
Yeah, I guess so. Fuck.
Literally a burger joint arcade place.
Okay, that sounds great. I'm
Yeah.
sold. Thank you for the recommendation, Kirsten.
I wanted to go to one of those. Let's do that again. Anyway. I wanted to go to one of those. The first time I ever saw a place like that was in Columbus, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was like, I really want to go here, but it was like tight schedule and all that. So Cool Kids Rock followed the stream. Thank you.
Hi.
Appreciate it.
Hi.
Anyway.
Yeah.
You weren't here last week. My mom was watching.
Uh-huh.
And it came up that my mom liked the stream, and then like Ryan's mom was texting him that she was watching the show. So everybody's moms were watching last week.
Is my mom watching?
I don't know.
Mom.
I haven't heard her in the. I haven't heard from her in the
Mom.
chat yet.
I know I sent her the link.
But yeah, there was a place like right around the corner from my hotel in
Okay.
Columbus, and it was like I just didn't have the time. It was like let's
you were
get
gonna
food.
need time in there.
Let's get food and then go to the game, and then go back to the hotel and go home,
Yeah.
So Kirsten says hi to your mom, but I don't see her anywhere. I don't think
know if
she's here. Anyway.
Jazzy, where are you?
Jasmine's farming potatoes. Oh, your mom
Mom's
is here. How about
Mom, Kirsten says hi. You can't see her because she's on Twitch.
that? Jasmine's farming potatoes somewhere in Idaho.
She is.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anytime I see a potato meme, I just am instantly in her inbox like, hey.
So our distributor at the pizzeria, like this isn't interesting stuff, but our distributor, like distribution across the board is kind of fucked up right now. So our food distributor is out of Potato Buddies, which are like cheesy tot kind of things. You know what I'm talking about? And then potato skins of all fucking things. So we gave up on the distributor's potato skins and we make our potato skins in-house now.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, every time I'm just thinking of Jasmine so much because they not only are they like fresh big potatoes, they look good as fuck. I even had to try them. They were good as fuck. Yeah. So I think of Jasmine every time somebody orders these delicious potato skins.
Yeah, anytime anybody mentions potatoes, it's like, Jasmine.
Yep. I'm sure that's exactly how she wants us to think of her, right?
Yeah, I was watching something last night. It was something about either a Disney park or about like Toys R Us Times Square or something. Okay. And they were talking about like the Mrs. Potato Head like on a ride looked like Bette Midler. I don't know. I missed Toys R Us Times Square. I was really disappointed to find out that it closed. Like I was in New York. I'm like, I got so much time to kill. I'm going to Toys R Us.
Yeah.
And it was like permanently closed. Like, fuck. And that was before like, Toys R Us like in its entirety went under. So
yeah.
In the US anyway. Ban everything except bananas and Home Alone 5, says Laura.
Well,
I watched Home Alone 2 the other day, despite Ryan saying it was a terrible movie. I watched Home Alone 2, and then I watched the new SpongeBob movie.
Yes, the new SpongeBob movie.
Yeah.
It had some interesting cameos from what you told me.
Fantastic. Yeah. Great movie. If you like SpongeBob, it was a great movie.
I can't say I've actually sat down and watched an episode of SpongeBob. Like, I honestly don't know if I like SpongeBob or not.
It was a different animation style, but it was like not too different.
Mm-hmm.
That it didn't like have that SpongeBob feel.
Okay.
So like but it was great. Like Keanu Reeves is in it. And then there's like cameos from like Snoop Dogg and Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Which was just like insane. like they're in this bar and like this guy turns around and I just go like Snoop Dogg. And then he raps and then Danny Trejo shows up. I was like, whoa.
I mean, that seems like a legitimate series of events, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Except for if it wasn't in SpongeBob, they would probably be passing a blunt.
Probably.
I feel like Danny Trejo probably smokes weed.
Probably.
I really hope that someday I meet him so I can ask him. If he does, maybe him and I can smoke together. If he doesn't, he's missing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I also watched the South Park post-COVID special last night.
Yeah, you did.
Finally.
I haven't seen any of this stuff.
I have been like just wanting to get the projector out and sit down and specifically watch the South Park.
Yeah.
But I've just been so busy.
Yes.
I just haven't had time to do anything that I've really wanted to do. So like how I managed to find an hour to watch this South Park special yesterday.
Yeah.
I guess I was like done with everything and I'm just like, how long is this special? Like, oh, it's only an hour. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I could watch this before the Sabres game comes on. And I did. And it ended on a cliffhanger. So now I got to wait for the next one. I guess they're releasing like 2 more before the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
So
you
like,
don't have to wait that long.
Yeah. So,
that's promising.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a continuation from the South Park pandemic special.
I never saw that one either.
From a couple of months ago. And apparently it's going to continue in like the next Paramount Plus special that they're having, which is cool. you know, and it's still all it all like still ties into like earlier episodes in the series, especially like when Mr. Garrison was running for president, like that season, that era,
Yeah.
like. But yeah, very surprised. They're all older. It's like 40 years in the future, so very surprising to see what happens to some of the characters in South Park. Some of the
Yes, what you've told me
some
sounds
of the
very interesting.
some of the residents. So
I feel like I do want to sit down and watch all of these, but you know, I still have to watch Return to Oz.
and up.
Return to Oz.
Up. I'm sitting here a couple of weeks ago. I'm watching Food Theory, and they were trying to salt popcorn with their tears.
That's so gross.
They did it successfully, by the way.
That's cool, but that's gross.
And so they they're gonna do a follow-up episode where they do it with where they salt popcorn with their sweat. But anyway, I digress. One of the things that they
That's some emo shit right there.
one of the things that they did to get tears was they watched sad movies.
Yeah.
And one of them was in fact Up.
Yeah.
It was the
I feel
first
like that
thing
would take a
referenced in the entire episode was
Yeah.
Matt Pat watching Up. So
Yeah. But then didn't you tell me they sliced onions?
they sliced onions, yeah.
Yeah.
They did all, you know. He was like, I'm gonna read some comments from my subscribers. that'll make the tears flow. Karina hates tears.
Tears for Fears.
But everybody wants to rule the world. Anyway.
Why you gotta be like that?
You're the one who said you hated Tears for Fears.
I don't hate Tears for Fears. I was just it was something to say.
Yeah. I don't know. That was on my short list for the 80s EP.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think I've made my decision. I think. I'm not sure. I think.
Do you see what Kirsten said?
Tears don't fall. They season popcorn. Yes.
It's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I'm getting a kick out of her.
Yeah. But yeah, they you know, they didn't get a lot of like, you know, salt out of the tears, but they got enough.
Yeah, that's gross though.
And especially because his wife Stephanie, she was wearing makeup.
Oh.
But she's like, it's non-toxic.
Ew. Ew.
So, you know.
How does she know that her makeup is non-toxic? Has she tried?
I'm sure it says on the label. Since I'm 40, can I tell you what the 1970s were like? No, since I was born in the 1980s. Yes, if you were born in the 1980s, you're turning 40 to this decade.
Oh fuck.
We were at Stamps for my birthday. Not sure if bleach is toxic or not. Better drink it. Karina, apparently. We're at Stamps on my birthday, and I happen to catch a glimpse of they have the thing that tells you what the date is for that you could be that you have to be born after to be served alcohol. And it was like on my birthday, it was November 13th, 2000.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's
holy shit. How old am I that 2000?
40. You're 40.
Yes.
Laura wants to know if you need a walker.
I do not.
Not yet.
No.
Yeah.
I'll just steal I'm sure I could find something if I needed one.
You steal my cane?
I was gonna
fuck
say
you.
steal
You
your cane.
steal my
I
cane.
didn't. I wasn't sure if I could say that on air. So
It's not really a secret that I have health issues. So I do have a cane I have not had to use because since I have obtained said cane, my health has actually been pretty good. Let's knock on wood about.
Yeah, there's not anything really actual wood in here anymore. The table, maybe. I don't know.
That's not wood.
I don't know.
Wood? I don't know. Anyways,
I gotta get a new desk.
A wooden one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I literally just got this desk like and put it together New Year's Eve last year. So I'm already like looking at other desks. Like
That's a nice one though.
I wonder if I can get like a desk this shape, but like with the motor in it to make it a sit stand desk.
Like on hydraulics.
No, it's maybe no, it's not hydraulics.
No, but wouldn't it be cool if it was?
Yeah,
Like Slipknot's drum kit.
yeah.
Up on
But
hydraulics.
like the sit stand desks are supposed to be like better for your health.
Oh
like,
yeah, that's true.
So like that would be nice to have. So and I've been watching a lot of like. I just drew y'all as cats.
Thank you, Rob. That makes our day.
Rob and his COVID cats. Hope you're feeling better, buddy,
yeah,
man.
How you feeling, man?
Just bummed to hear that you.
I know.
You know. That's why I'm not leaving the house until next Friday. So I ain't taking any chances, man.
Right.
I gotta see us as cats. We're gonna have to
I know,
take
I'm
a look
really
at that during the
excited.
song break. He said he's good. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. All right, it is time for a song break.
All right, so what's next?
So this is the Working Class Stiffs.
Yay!
I had to record this song twice because I was doing other stuff while I was recording these into the board.
Yeah.
And it was like, I saw the song was ending and I just couldn't get to the button in time to stop it. So I had to do it again. Rob's going to send it to me. So we'll take a look at it during the break. All right. This is the Working Class Stiffs. This song's called Gone on All WNY. Think So Joe Show. Working Class Stiffs on All WNY. Think So Joe Show. I got those headphones on quick.
Yeah, you did. That was
We
was
weren't
some
ready.
precision. So
I was showing you a meme.
yeah.
It says, musicians, the only people who will stand there and try and figure out what key your doorbell is in. Oh, here we go. Us as cats.
Aw.
Let's see. Can we? I might be able to.
Here, let's duck out of the.
That's not gonna work.
No, we tried.
I
We tried,
will,
everybody.
I will.
Thank you,
I
Rob.
can-
That's awesome.
I can throw it onto the screen here.
Can
let
you?
me just
That's cool.
download it first.
So Working Class Stiffs had band practice the other day, and they ordered from my pizzeria and came and picked up a pizza. And yeah, it was really cool to see them. Well, I only saw Joe, but it was under Brian's name,
Right.
which is what really threw me off. Like, he came to the counter, and I looked up. I was like, oh, my gosh. And then I, like, looked at on the oven where the food's sitting, and I don't see a Joe up there. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Here, let me see if I can throw this in
Okay.
here and just there it is.
There it
There's
is.
us as cats.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Rob. We really appreciate that. Let me drag this over if I can here, and let me see. No,
So we
it's
have
not
next
letting me.
week's thumbnail.
I guess, yeah. It's not letting me drag it over, so we'll just. But yeah,
That's awesome.
much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad we can give you some entertainment during your day here and your recovery period here.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh, man. See, technology is great because we would have had to wait to go see Rob's fridge to see that picture, so many years ago.
Yeah.
And now we can just see it as soon as he's done.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then we can show it to everybody. That's so cool. John's here.
Yes, he is.
Hi, John.
He was the first person to comment on this week's Things You Might Not Know, which was about actually we talked about it last week on the show, but how It's a Wonderful Life became the beloved Christmas classic it is.
Yeah.
Which is to say that somebody fucked up and then networks were able to be like, yo, free shit.
Yep.
Here, watch this movie until you like it. Basically. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either. I hear it's a tearjerker, so we'll file that one with Up. Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that was just kind of something I just knew.
Yeah.
And so, like, when it came down to, like, I needed to come up with a topic, because normally, I don't have to come up with shit. It just gets sent to me, and I do it.
Yeah.
So I had to come up with a topic, and just for whatever reason, that popped in my head, knowing that, there was a clerical error, and they lost the copyright, and that's why It's a Wonderful Life became the Christmas classic it is.
I feel like I should have learned that at Full Sail, and I don't ever remember learning that at Full Sail. We studied copyright law and shit like that. Like,
yeah.
that's a really cool piece of trivia.
Yeah.
That seems like it could have been on a test.
And it was just like a random piece of knowledge I knew, and I was just like, it's December, let's do something about a Christmas movie. And so I hired this writer, and I sent him, I was like, this is what I want to do. This is the topic I want. I said, this is the topic I want. This is what I want. This is what I want you to focus on most. I want you to mention this. And I want it in, like, the style that we do our videos. And that dude nailed it. Like, I made a couple of little edits here and there just to kind of, clean things up and make it more, make it easier for me to read. And just, more and just kind of changed a couple of things. Like, he threw an ending in there, and it's like, no, you don't need the ending, dude. Like, I already got that.
Yeah.
It's the same ending every week.
Yeah.
And then there was also, like, I added in, like, an I'm ThinkSoJoE, and this is things you might not know, and this week, that kind of stuff. But, like, for the most part, this dude nailed this script, and
That's awesome. It was good. I liked it.
I got to come up with a couple of topics because I want to hire him for 2 more.
That's great.
So that way, regardless of when Kevin is able to come back and get back to doing these, I can finally I can have a couple in the can. So, like, when I go to California,
you don't have to worry about it for a minute.
I'm not worried about it. Like, now that I have, like, the Adobe Creative Cloud again, because I'm stupid and pay for things that I can do for free. But now that I have the Creative Cloud again, I actually can put Premiere on my laptop and actually, like, edit while I'm in California if I need to. But I'd really, really, really prefer not to.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going there to work.
No, I want to get out and do shit. Like, there's, like, a whole show of Metallica tribute acts on Saturday night out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a bunch of, like, Metallica related stuff going on that weekend.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you're going. I'm so glad that I'm not going for all this Metallica.
I'm so excited.
I know.
It's going to be a good weekend.
Yeah.
So, hopefully the Niners are healthier by that point, and that game doesn't suck like the game game Sunday. But
yeah,
I mean, it's funny because, like, Sunday the Niners lose to a division rival and drop to 7th place in the NFC. And on Monday, the Bills lost to a division rival and dropped to 7th place in the AFC.
Oh.
So, you know,
Eh.
there's a difference though in that the Bills probably deserve to lose that game. The Niners got fucked. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Tell me how you really feel.
I try my best to not blame referees for you know, unless it's an obvious bad call.
Right.
And
It's poor sportsmanship to just blame the referees every time.
and so like but like the end of this game there was a blatant like pass interference call that was missed. And there was a very painfully obvious offsides on the play before, which I didn't even mention. Somebody mentioned in my mentions on Twitter, and that got a shit ton of retweets. Retweets. That's the word I'm
Okay.
looking for. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, this shirt is available at merch.thinksojoe.com.
Oh, thanks for noticing.
Yeah. That link will pop up here in about 10 minutes. So
If not sooner.
probably 10 minutes because I don't think no, that's the first one, right? And then the tips is
I
the
don't
second
know.
one. So yeah, it'll pop up here in a minute or two. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, this shirt, Think So Joe show shirts, Think So Joe gaming shirts, and Karina's Cookies shirts all available on merch.thinksojoe.com.
Yes.
So also the infamous I Don't Think So Joe shirt designed by Jasmine.
Oh, that girl.
Yeah.
I miss her.
The music. Laura said drink
Yes.
T-shirt, which
They're
I
super
happen to
soft
own.
t-shirts.
Oh, they're
too.
very
really
comfortable
nice
T-shirts.
T-shirts. I'm not wiping snot on you.
Yes. So yeah, but yeah, definitely merch.thinksojoe.com, and they're very very soft.
Yeah, they're good. They're nice T-shirts.
They're printed really well. Like this is like you know you get those T-shirts sometimes that just like the
Crack
print
and
on them is
stuff.
just like really hard and they crack and
Yeah, this
yeah,
isn't like that.
this is not at all like that. These are very well done. So
Yeah.
the only problem I have with them is we do them through a company called Streamlabs, and I was kind of watching a video earlier. There was some kind of controversy with them a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
And I wasn't sure what the deal was. I saw they posted an apology for something on Twitter. Apparently, they like straight up plagiarized somebody else's ad copy for one of theirs. And so, like, you know, everybody was kind of like jumping off their ship and like going, "Oh no, you need to go to Stream Elements, or you need to go to this other company." You're like, and I'm just lazy, and I didn't want to like have to find where I have all the designs for the T-shirts and everything and like redo them and put them
Oh.
up like at Stream Elements. Like I have a store at Stream Elements that I'm not using, so like that's available to me to move to. It's just a matter of like, I don't know what the process is of importing these. If I can just straight up import them from Streamlabs, or if I have to like individually upload them. But I don't want to go through all that shit. There's also
It does sound like a hassle.
there's also like coffee mugs and stuff too. Your mom got one, right?
Yes, Karina's cookie coffee mug. It's huge.
There it is. Merch.thinksojoe.com.
There you go.
I've got that Think So Joe gaming design on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I went to wear it one time on things you might not know, and I'm like, oh shit, there's a big green fucking circle on my
Yeah,
shirt.
Yeah, that was planning ahead.
Which I mean, I could get around, but you know, yeah. I just switched back to like the Adobe Creative Cloud, so I now have like Photoshop and Illustrator and After Effects and Premiere and all that. Which, you know, I got rid of a couple of years ago, and I've been using all this open source stuff that's been wonderful. And like switching back to Illustrator in particular was just like, what the fuck do I do? How do
Yeah.
I do this? Which is crazy because like I remember a few years ago switching from Illustrator to Inkscape and like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And now it's like, wait, how do I do this on here? What am I looking for? How do I do this? Trying to do the thumbnail this week was just like a pain in the ass. I had to like Google stuff because I'm like, I'm paying for this. I might as well use it.
True.
They had a like Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal for $30 a month for the next year. You have to like commit to the year. So like if you decide you want to cancel, you have to pay for the rest of your term,
Yeah.
but you're paying monthly
Yeah.
instead of like, you know, annually, you know, $30 a month for, you know, 12 months, which would be $360
Uh,
at once if you were paying that all at once. But I was like, if I can pull off how good these videos look on Hit Film Express, imagine what I could do with Premiere.
yeah.
Like, one of the programs you use for video. And so like I haven't even opened Photoshop since I got it.
Yeah.
But I had to redo like all the lower thirds and shit for the show
Yeah.
because they were done in Hit Film Express, and they're composite shots from Hit Film Express that I could just drag in. So it's like, fuck, I need to do After Effects versions of these to throw in Premiere. So I think I did a pretty good job. I think they look good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think nobody could tell the difference.
I couldn't.
And look very serious while doing it. I guess maybe I'm a lot of the time when I'm doing these, I'm just like really focused on reading the teleprompter
Yeah.
because like a lot of the time I'll start and I'll get through like the intro and then I'll fuck up in the first paragraph and I'll be like, it's early enough in the script to just start the fuck over.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like really focused on like reading
Not fucking up.
You can really like, I was really like watching this week, just kind of like watching my eyes go back and forth as
I
I'm
did notice that too.
reading the script. But yeah, and it doesn't help that I had to switch teleprompter apps a couple of weeks ago. Like I had everything set up perfectly, and then they upgraded the app and it got rid of all my scripts that were in there, all my settings. And it was like, I had the speed on 5, and it's like a scale of like 1 to 100.
Oh.
I had the speed on 5, and it was too fucking fast. I'm like, they fucked this app up. So I ended up having to switch back to the one I used to use in the original series of Things You Might Not Know videos.
Yeah.
So notice your beard is trimmed perfectly, brings out the seriousness in your eye.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, take this away from me.
This is fun. I got this for my birthday.
Yes.
It's just a little fidget thing. It's not actually a puzzle.
I was disappointed.
I was disappointed in that too, but then I started playing with it and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Little fidget Rubik's thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of fun to play with. And I saw you like making shapes and shit with it, which is like stuff I was doing the first night I was playing with it. It's like, yeah, this is kind of cool.
It is cool.
It's not what I expected, but it's pretty cool.
I expected it to actually stump you as a puzzle. I was like, he'll never figure this one out.
I'm sitting there, I'm playing with this. I'm watching like Todd in the Shadows doing his one hit. What the hell is that show called? One Hit Wonderland. Yeah. And he's talking about this song that I've completely already forgotten about again. But apparently the dudes who wrote this song, the one is like Kevin Spacey's manager now, which is really fucking weird. And he like lives with Kevin Spacey.
Okay.
And like Kevin Spacey got in like all this trouble for like liking boys, young boys. This was a few years ago, but apparently this dude like still lives with him, and but the other dude, I forget what the other dude does now. But like I think it was something like much cooler than being Kevin Spacey's manager.
Right.
Like John's wife is officially 8 months pregnant, and he's dropped 10 pounds on DDP yoga, which I need to get back into because I could probably lose these last 5 pounds to hit 200. But I've just not had the time. I've been so caught up in work and everything, like doing shit in the studio, really.
And it looks great in here.
I've definitely cleared out some space. I just, I got some, like, I was trying to do better cable management, and I just can't seem to pull it off on this side of the desk. And part of that is, like, I'll stick shit to the bottom of the desk and it'll fall right back down.
Yes.
So I end up getting some like clamps to hold power strips that were supposed to come tomorrow. They came today. So like these came early, but the thing I was supposed to get today, which was a present for you, did not show up today. It's not coming till Friday now.
That's okay.
And I'm upset about it because I was looking forward to surprising you with it. And then when I found out it wasn't coming, I'm like, I might as well tell you what it is.
I'm contagious.
Yeah.
Secrets.
So so I'm using 3M mounting tape, and it's not holding shit.
Yeah.
In fact, I actually got used some spray adhesive on some foam in the studio because the fucking 3M wasn't holding that shit up. So I need to try like the actual command strips. I think is probably like, because there's an HDMI splitter that's just like hanging here.
Ooh.
So like I might try and get like actual command strips and try that. I tried it with some Velcro and it didn't work.
Like, you have your cable management is very nice. There's just so many wires.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the reason where I'm kind of like I want a new desk.
Yeah.
And like, because I want to, if I get something like bigger, I can get like a bigger like raceway to put the cables in.
Yeah.
And like some of the videos I've been watching, they have these really big ones, and they that were like big enough where they're like throwing the power strips in there and the power bricks for all the things. And like part of this is like the way things are routed. So like I have a hole in the desk where I'm routing cables, and like so like my Nintendo Switch plug is barely reaching this power strip over here.
That sucks.
So like that's part of the problem, is like some of the cables are just too long or not long enough.
Yeah.
So it is what it like the cable that's plugging the camera into the computer now is just barely long enough. And like it used to plug in right under the desk here.
Yeah.
But because I made a switch in some gear, it now plugs into back there, and the video games plug in over here because they need to pass through the TV.
Makes sense.
Which is part of the reason of like, I was talking to earlier, like, well, I could use another video capture card to upgrade from one that's in my computer, but I don't need it. I eventually want to get into like doing my videos in 4K and things like that. Do I think I could shoot a music video? Oh.
Like a green screen music video?
Like
where you don't move around?
Yeah, I mean, I have, we had talked about doing a video for our song Gur Arg.
Yeah.
And we had like the idea of what we wanted to do. And this was when Brian was still with us.
Okay.
And we were just talking about like, we want to do this, we want to do that, we want to do this. And we were just like hoping that this, pandemic was going to end sometime soon at that point, and here we are like over a year later from that conversation. But we were talking about, we want to shoot this video. And I was like, we'll save money. I'll shoot it my damn self. But I really don't like, here's the thing. I will do a lot of shit on my own for my own band, but I won't do it for other people's bands. And that is just out of respect for them, because it's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I don't know what I'm doing, so I wouldn't want to burden you with learning while I'm doing your stuff,
right,
as opposed to learning while I'm doing my stuff. So like, but I mean, like, even the undertaking that we were talking about doing for the Gur Arg video was like, I'm still wasting people's time if I do this, because we're going to have like actors in this video, and like we're gonna have to find places to shoot some scenes and things like that. We're gonna have to maybe rent out but yeah, my whole thing is like, I feel like I can do anything I put my mind to.
It seems like you can.
I absolutely feel like I could do anything I put my mind to, and anything anybody asks of me. My problem is, I really just, if it's something I've never done before, I don't want to do it first for somebody else.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, it was easy for me to get into voiceover because I'd been podcasting for a number of years at that point, and already had all this gear, and already knew, like, the basics of voiceover and how, and then I studied a lot of like, industry standard audio quality and file, and like, so like, that was easy for me to jump in and be like, yeah, hey, I can do this for you, but then I was doing other shit like, hey, I can make your logo for you, circular logos. I was selling that on Fiverr for a little while, and just, I got to a point where like, I'm okay at this, but I'm not good at this. I don't have the foresight to kind of see this vision of what they want, and that's why like now if I need a logo made, I just, I hire Kirsten. So
Yeah.
Kirsten says someone tried paying her money to film their set. She's like, gave them a huge discount because she was going to photograph them anyway, and filming a song when she doesn't know if she can takes away from photo time, which she knows she can do.
There you go.
You had me do photos at a show once, one of the charity shows that we did.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I did an okay job, even though I didn't know at all what I was doing.
Mm.
I think I did an okay job. Like a couple of the bands like used my shit as their profile pictures for a little while, which was cool. And they, frankly, Lost was like, hey, can you crop this for a Facebook photo, but put your watermark on it?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, that is the coolest fucking thing that you actually were like, I want to make sure that your watermark's on this.
Yeah.
But like, I wasn't like getting paid for it or anything. So it wasn't like it needed to be perfect, but like, but yeah, I can do basically anything that's not like, not like physical labor. I don't delve into physical labor. So, but like I can do pretty much anything I set my mind to. Whether I can do it well enough to be like, hey, I can offer this as a service or not, that's another story. That's why I don't offer like web design as a service.
Yeah.
Like I can do web design. I can program a full blown dynamic website from scratch if I wanted to, which is really time consuming. So I don't even do that for myself anymore. But like I wouldn't, because it's like you're paying me to do something that I can do, but I can't do. Other people can do much better than I can. So like that, that's definitely a thing like of like, I respect you enough to not do that for you.
Right.
The TLDR on that. Editing the photos from the show I did not get clearance to shoot and therefore shall not be named as we speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard Kirsten got into like some kind of discussion with some folks who were like using the photo pit as like storage or something the other day. I don't know what I just kind of read that status. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what that was all about, but oh, those people.
I feel like you just got her fired up.
I think I might have.
Yeah.
So we touched a little bit on Every Time I Die earlier, and that whole thing with, with the singer kind of leaving before they had a chance to boot him.
Right.
What is going on in Western New York right now? Because today they had a lady drive into the fucking falls.
Jesus.
What I was reading on Facebook before I read any articles about this, these people not only used the photo pit for storage, they dodged crowd surfers instead of, carrying them.
Jesus.
I got teabagged by a dude I was trying to carry solo, which I'm too crippled to be doing. He did safely get over the gate.
Wow.
Isn't that like security's job?
Yeah, totally.
Anyway,
Someone gets paid for that shit.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm reading on Facebook and like everything I read was like there were two people in the car, but apparently there was only the one person from the articles that I ended up reading afterward. One person, she passed away, was an older lady, a local resident of presumably Niagara Falls, apparently like got down like between the pedestrian bridge and the driving bridge and like
Wow.
ended up in the water. And you know, they tried to rescue and didn't get there in time, I guess. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's
So
pretty crazy shit.
yeah, sad to hear. And it was pretty icy today by all accounts. So who knows what happened, but
True.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, on such a happy note. Look at the name of this song too.
Oh no.
Oh.
This is a sheer coincidence. I did not think of this prior to bringing up that story.
But anyways,
this is the Toy Box Brigade, and this song is called Sinking on all WNY Think So Joe show. The Toy Box Brigade. They're playing Saturday night at
Saturday night at Stamps, the All WNY Winter Warm Up. It's a $5 donation to Westside Food Not Bombs.
Hey, look who's in the chat.
Jasmine! What? $5 donation. We're also collecting winter gear, mittens, scarves, hats, blankets, whatever you think someone who's cold might need.
Absolutely. You also had another show you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that one we can actually talk about that next week too.
Okay.
But, December 15th. I don't even know where it is, honestly. The Last Rain is playing with hang on. Unleash the Archers.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I don't
Cool. They're in the car. Jasmine's in the car watching the show. Anyway.
You should be watching the road, sweetheart.
I don't think she's the one driving. Anyway. So speaking of local shows.
Yes.
So just a little over 17 years.
Oh God.
Little over 17 years ago, a band called Damage Plan played a place called the Buffalo Icon.
Oh man.
And some friends of mine
Yes.
in a band called Driven, they went to the show, and Dime hit it off with their drummer because he thought it was Vinnie Paul for a hot second. Like, looked at him like, dude, I thought you were my brother. Like, they looked alike. And the dude was telling him about the band and all that. And the dudes in Damage Plan brought up the dudes from Driven to play Walk.
Yeah.
And, like, Dime handed my buddy Nick his guitar and was like, play the solo.
Oh wow.
And there's this whole article now on Guitar World's website, an interview with my friend, because that ended up being the very last time that solo was played on one of Dime's guitars.
Jeez.
Because a couple of days later, actually the very next night in Columbus, Ohio, I think we all know what happened.
Right.
Which happened to fall also on the anniversary of John Lennon's passing.
Yeah.
So, and being shot by a crazed fan.
Right.
So very similar in that regard. And my buddy had told me about that story before, about him getting to play the solo and everything, and never, I kind of had forgotten about it until he just shared this article today, this interview he did with Guitar World.
That's really cool.
Which, it's a cool memory to have. It's also a really shitty memory to have.
Yeah.
Like you have this distinction of you're the last person to play that solo on that guitar.
Yeah.
The night before your idol is killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually showed me somebody posted the flyer. I'm sure it was.
Stem and Herod played that night.
I was gonna say it was somebody in Stem or Herod.
Yeah.
That posted that. Yeah, and I've talked to Joe Caffarello over the years about that particular show too.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to get them to on a Dimebag tribute show. I think that like Think So Brain played. I think we were trying to get Stem because it was like, who better to draw for this charity show we're doing. And they were, they declined. They didn't want to be known as the UFC band or the Dime, the Pantera tribute band or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, one of those things they're not known as. Anyway, outside of Buffalo, anyway.
Speaking of which, Joe Caffarello is doing a lot better.
Yes, absolutely.
Excuse me. Yeah, he is recovering from COVID.
Yeah.
And it took a toll on his voice. It took a toll on like his whole body.
He definitely had a severe reaction to it and was one of the hospitalizations.
Yeah. Christmas themed foods at the pizzeria? No. Christmas themed foods are stay at home and fucking cook. You don't want pizza for Christmas. Yes.
Maybe I want pizza for Christmas.
I'll fucking make you pizza for Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what? No, I'm not making pizza for Christmas. You can suck a fart out of my ass.
Pizza is amazing for Christmas, says Death Hunter 2211.
Chinese for Christmas. That sounds pretty good. Yeah.
I mean,
if you like
do
Chinese.
do the workers at the Chinese restaurant do like in A Christmas Story? And you know, sing fa ra 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 ra, that
Oh my
racist
God.
bullshit in that movie?
Oh my God.
Anyway.
You know, the fucking times have changed.
There's got to be a story why the fuck that movie's popular, because that movie sucks. What are gas prices? How the fuck are we supposed to know?
You ask these two non-motorists what the fucking gas prices are.
How the fuck am I supposed to know what the gas prices
Shove it up your
are?
ass, Jasmine. I'm gonna have some potato skins. Oh my God, can we get potato skins for dinner?
I guess.
I don't know. We should start thinking about dinner.
I guess.
In 17 minutes,
I
like
can
2
use this.
seconds.
I use the chicken that's in the fridge. That's
Well, why don't we make chicken and order potato skins? Just for Jasmine.
we're gonna order potato skins. And we got to order like $12 worth of stuff. So
$12 in potato skins. Here
Oh,
we
boy.
come.
anyway, expensive is the gas
Expensive,
prices.
yes, I know. I don't know what. But you know
Gas-
what? Aren't they
gas
like
prices.
drastically different here and like in North Tonawanda?
Gas prices are fuck yourself 99.
Ohio said. No,
Idaho said no potatoes. She
Oh.
asked.
Fucking, I listen to Hawthorne Heights on the regular now, but just that one song. And so I was sitting on the toilet at work because that's the only time I take a break, and I could hear my music playing out in the kitchen, and it was definitely that song. And I'm sitting in the bathroom singing because my heart is in Idaho.
Yeah. I listened to Lars Fredrickson's new album last night.
Yeah.
I
I really want to hear that.
I bought it on vinyl, sight unseen, and kind of was like after I bought it, I'm like, maybe I should listen to this. So I played it in the kitchen while I was like doing dishes or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is actually I mean, not that I didn't expect it to be, but it's actually really good. So I'm
Yeah.
like looking forward to. Kirsten says that's the best time to listen to Hawthorne Heights.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my bathroom breaks are way too short. I don't take long poops. I wait until they're ready. I don't like to stress about it,
Understandable.
Yeah, especially when
Yeah.
I'm on the clock. Like there was a time, okay? I remember being 19 years old and working at Applebee's, and I would clock in a little early maybe even and go directly to the bathroom and take a 15, 20-minute shit. Now, I'm lucky if I can get 3 minutes out of my poops.
So I was telling you earlier today about an old coworker of mine and how he confused himself for his friend who was our other coworker, right?
Oh,
Well, okay.
yeah.
So the other coworker is the guy that gave me the advice to always poop at work.
If you're gonna
And
do it.
if you're gonna poop, you might as well get paid for it.
Yeah.
So, question for both, minus Bruce Willis, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes.
I wouldn't fucking know.
Yes. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and Gremlins is a fucking Christmas movie.
Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Absolutely. It's about a Christmas gift. Am I mistaken?
You are correct.
Okay.
So yeah, I gotta watch Gremlins at some point. I haven't done that this year.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of time.
Yeah. Oh, I know. There's still a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Like I've watched both Home Alones and I've watched Jingle All the Way. So
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good.
There-
I'm kind of disappointed because like last year, one of the streaming services had like all the Flintstones Christmas specials,
Yeah.
and I couldn't find them. I couldn't find them this year, so I'm kind of disappointed. I really was looking forward to watching.
Yeah.
They didn't have like the Flintstones Christmas Carol, but they had like the
They have a Christmas Carol?
Yes. They have a Flintstones Christmas, which is the one where Santa like breaks his ankle on Fred's roof, and Fred and Barney have to go fill in for him. So, I'm very disappointed I wasn't able to find that this year. I think it was on HBO Max last year, if I'm not mistaken. I you know what? I gotta go on Just Watch and look it up and see if
We
I can
should
find
watch
it.
Snoopy.
Yeah, we got to do that. I have Apple TV specifically because we were
Specifically
watching
for Snoopy.
because the Charlie Brown specials were on there.
Yes.
So, and now I've got
What
an
does goat mean?
greatest of all time.
Okay. Why don't you just say greatest of all time?
because the term is GOAT.
My bad.
Yeah.
All right. Now
Like-
I know. I'm going to forget, but now I know.
Like when you're talking about football, Joe Montana is the GOAT. When you're talking about hockey, Wayne Gretzky is the GOAT. Basketball, Michael Jordan, the GOAT. Anyway. That's a bunch of typing and articulating we ain't got time for.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GOAT. That's
Okay, that's a thing. That's a
it's
thing.
been a thing
I've
for a
seen,
few years now.
I've seen it twice, 3 times tops, and said what the fuck all of those times. Figured I should ask.
ThinkSoJoE co-host Karina is the GOAT. Yeah.
I don't know about that though.
It is really nice to have you back.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
So, it was nice to have an in-studio co-host last week. Nothing
Yeah.
against Kevin and the the Skype sessions, but like everything is like set up for in-studio co-hosts, so it's just
True.
easier.
Yeah.
Kevin did a fantastic job the couple of weeks he was filling in, which was not unexpected at all.
Of course.
Because he always does a great job, and Ryan did an awesome job last week. But it's great to have you back.
Thank you.
Especially, what is the GOAT Christmas movie to you and me? What's your greatest Christmas movie?
Elf.
Okay. Elf is pretty good. I saw it.
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is to sing loudly for all to hear.
I saw Elf for the first time a few years ago. I had it for the longest time, a digital copy, because I got it for free, and I just never watched it. And then you were like, "Oh, that's my favorite Christmas movie." I think I think maybe the first time no, you know what? The first time I watched it was for a Joe Knows Jack.
Okay.
And then like when you came over the first time was like in December, and we
Yes.
watched Elf.
Didn't we watch
I think.
Gremlins?
Yeah, we might have.
watched Gremlins.
Yeah, we did watch Elf together though at some point
Yes.
during that first. Our anniversary was the other day.
Yes, it
for
was.
4 years now.
Yeah.
So anyway, what is my favorite Christmas movie? I guess Home Alone, because that's like it's like the very first Christmas movie I watch every year.
Yeah.
So
Ernest Saves Christmas. Ernest Doing Anything is awesome. John Johnson.
you know what I watched the other day was like the original like half-hour TV special Grinch.
Oh wow.
And I put it on, and my daughter's here, and she goes, "Is it bad that I like the live action one better?" And I said, "Yes, yes, it is."
I've never seen the live action one. That shit is creepy.
And I posted it on, I posted that on social media, and I said I failed as a parent.
Yes.
And her mother goes, "I've won as a parent. I've succeeded as a parent." And then she says, "No, the live action one really does suck." Like,
Yeah.
I prefer the cartoon. I tried to watch the live action Grinch once, and it was not at all.
Just the commercials gave me like the willies, like nightmares almost. Like
Yes, I'm well aware Taylor Momsen of The Pretty Reckless is Cindy Lou Who, but she was
Yeah.
also like 5.
which makes us old.
So, but like, I don't like to me watching that Grinch is like watching the Johnny Depp Willy Wonka Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or whatever the fuck. Like no.
Yeah.
No. Go away.
Go.
That movie should not exist.
Yeah.
I watched it once. It was terrible. It's like, no, I get what you're doing, but no. Gene Wilder should have punched him in his face while he was still alive.
Gene Wilder was great.
Yeah. They had to hire a Marine to help Jim Carrey deal with being under that makeup for the film because he said it felt like torture.
Oh, Jesus.
I can imagine.
That's horrible.
Yeah. What is with live action Dr. Seuss movies?
creepy for one thing.
Like, we were talking about this last week. Ryan and I were.
Yeah.
Because there's the live action Grinch, and it's like, ew. But then there's the live action Cat in the Hat, which is like, ugh.
Never saw that one either.
I saw it
Just
in
that-
theaters.
No. Was it IMAX? Because that would be
No.
bothersome.
No. I've only ever seen one movie in an IMAX theater, and that was Metallica Through the Never, which was an incredible, which is 3D IMAX. It was like incredible. It was like being at a Metallica show.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's shit that can't translate to visual media properly. Some books should not be made into movies.
True.
Here's the thing. Like, some things should not be made into 2-hour long movies, 1.5 hour long movies. You can have a half-hour special on network television of the Cat in the Hat
Yes.
or How the Grinch Stole Christmas. But it does not translate well when now you've got to add all of this extra shit to pad out this movie. Definitely, like, and I'll tell you this, I do own on DVD the Cat in the Hat live action Mike Myers movie.
Mhm.
It is still in its original wrapping,
Yeah.
and it's because it came with all the old all the old Dr. Seuss TV specials,
Oh.
like the Cat in the Hat and the Lorax and things like that. So it's like, I need this for the other stuff. I don't need this Cat in the Hat. Like, the rapper Tyler, the Creator, was tweeting about, like, how great he thought the Cat in the Hat movie was. I'm like, dude, you're coming to town in a couple of months. I have the fucking DVD. Do you want it? Dr. Seuss movies lose their whimsy when you take the literary cadence away. I could see that.
Yes.
Cat in the Hat was crap. I blame Mike Myers. It was poopy. Yeah. Yeah. I like Mike Myers. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of Wayne's World and Shrek, the first couple of Shreks. But like, yeah, that should not have been made. That Cat in the Hat movie. I don't. No, not an hour and a half. Not anything longer than a half hour to do a Dr. Seuss movie is just like ridiculous. And of course, I'm sitting there watching The Grinch the other day, and I'm I'm realizing that the voice of the Grinch, actually no, the guy who sings in The Grinch sings the "You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch"
Yes.
is Tony the original Tony the Tiger.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. And like I've known this fact for a long time, but like watching it the other day was like the first time it's just really like sinking in. Like, oh yeah, it's totally Tony the Tiger singing
Yeah.
that song.
Now I wanna. No, do I wanna? Do I wanna?
Of course you wanna.
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is to sing loudly for all to hear.
I have not watched Elf this year, so
Okay, we can put
So
that on the
that's-
list. Hey, you know what
There
I'm
is-
realizing? I'm allergic to the new gloves at work.
oh great.
Yeah, my hands itch like a motherfucker.
There is in my list of like ideas for things you might not know videos. There's and it wouldn't make, I don't think, for a great full-length video, but it's that the reason there was never a sequel to Elf is because if it sucked, Will Ferrell didn't want people to think he just did it for the money.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you know who absolutely hates Elf and
Who?
anything Will Ferrell?
who?
Is Leland.
You know, I feel like I knew that.
Yeah, there was a whole conversation about it last year. I saw it in my memories,
Yeah.
or a couple of years ago or something. But yeah, Leland hates Will Ferrell
Jasmine's
And-
back
and
again.
thinks Elf is like the worst movie ever made.
Yeah.
I disagree.
I don't think
I-
it was the best movie ever made. I think it was the best Christmas movie.
I
to suit my quirkiness.
I enjoyed it. I still, I still go Home Alone. I think maybe Gremlins. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for Home Alone, I guess.
Yeah,
So
you are.
that's kind of like
You even have the Home Alone hat somewhere around.
I
here.
do have the Home Alone hat
Okay.
around here somewhere. You are correct.
Yeah.
It came with the 25th anniversary box set. which was
Oh, yeah?
it came with the DVDs and the digital copies.
How many DVDs were in there?
It was Blu-ray, so it was 1 disc each.
But how many movies?
2 movies.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, it was Home Alone 1 and 2.
Okay.
It came with the hat, and it came with the digital copies. So it was like, okay, if anybody takes these DVDs or Blu-rays or whatever the fuck from me this time, because I've definitely had Home Alone movies like borrowed and never returned.
Yeah.
So like, if anybody takes them this time, I still have them because I got them digital now. They're on my Vudu account. I can watch them whenever I want, anywhere I want.
There you go.
Like, so I got to do that with Back to the Future because now I don't really have anything that plays Blu-rays. At least not anywhere where I watch Blu-rays or would watch Blu-rays.
Right.
So now I got to get the digital copies of Back to the Future. You know what I picked up the other day?
Oh, God, what?
Was like an extended director's cut of Almost Famous.
Oh, I would watch that.
I got the 4K Ultra HD because like Vudu was having a sale. It was like 5 movies or 3 movies or something for like $5 or $10 or something. It was a really good deal. And so I'm like, and the first thing I saw was Almost Famous. And I'm like, all right, I need to get this Almost Famous director's cut. We might end up in overtime today, but that's okay. I need to get this Almost Famous director's cut. But the problem with these Vudu sales is it's always like, pick 3 movies or 5 movies or whatever the fuck. I'll see 1 or 2 that I want, and then I'm like,
Just like Columbia House.
the fuck do I want out of the rest of these that you're offering? So I grabbed, the only one I even know what I grabbed was Almost Famous. I grabbed 3 movies. I don't know what the hell the other 2 were.
Funny.
I grabbed Almost Famous director's cut because I have the Humble. Yeah, I'm a subscriber to Humble Bundle, and I keep forgetting I'm a subscriber to Humble Bundle, so I never fucking download my games.
That's kind of fun to say.
Yeah.
Do it one more time.
It's for charity though. Humble Bundle. They donate. They donate to charity.
That's really cool.
Yeah. When John lived in Chicago, he delivered a pizza to the Home Alone house and was starstruck. It looks the same inside. When he got a great tip. When he went to the car, he had the biggest smile ever.
I wish that he had proof of that.
I'm going to see the Full House.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm totally. That is like the one thing. There's 2 things I want to do on my day that I don't have anything going on in San Francisco. One is to go see the Full House. One is to find a dock at the bay and sit at the dock of the bay and waste time. He does have proof, he says. We'll have to get that from him.
Did you keep your tip?
Keep
So-
the change, you filthy animal.
Oh.
He's got pics.
Cool. That's cool. Save those for next week.
Full House. Says Kirsten.
So you can catch this next band this Saturday at Stamps the Bar. Doors are at 7, music at 8. There will be pizza. There might be some cookies if you say please. There will be a winter gear collection box, and there will be a $5 donation to get into the show that goes to Westside Food Not Bombs to help people who are cold this winter. So
Good
come hang
causes.
out.
Good
Come hang
causes. Go hang out with Karina. I'll be there in spirit.
We'll have him on the phone or something.
Well, yeah, I'll loan you the projector, and you could just project me in there.
That would be great.
Anyway, Karina, goat cookie maker. There you go. Now you got to make.
You have to capitalize goat, or else you're just saying mean things about me.
Now you got to make goat-shaped cookies. Anyway, congratulations to Lazy Ass Destroyer on his new child.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So
Yes. So yeah, here's some music.
yeah, this is Voice of Dissent. The song is called "Jesus Said That He Loved Me" on all WNY. Thanks, Joe Show. We'll see you next week.
Jesus, God is for me. Jesus loves you. When you get Jesus, then all of that other stuff comes with the package, praise the Lord.
Jesus is always watching me, even when I'm asleep. Jesus is always watching me, like that uncle who is creepy. Yes. He loved me so much, this love became a horror. 'Cause when he tried to touch, I got a restraining order. Jesus said he loved me. Jesus said he loved me. Jesus said he loved me. But Jesus only wanted to fuck me. I wanted to go out to eat. This is why you never trust an Aryan from the Middle East. How's that happen? At dinner he tried to slip me a pill, and when we left he tried to slip me the bill. I tucked him up and he asked me to stay. I said I work early the next day, and there's a problem here anyway. Aren't all your followers gonna go crazy when they find out you're gay? Jesus said he loved me. Jesus said he loved me. Jesus said he loved me, but Jesus only wanted to fuck me. Then he straight out of way. I asked for water, turned it into wine. It's a miracle. And with a look, that's all he wishes he had been. So everyone else calls me father, but you can call me daddy. Jesus said he loved me. Jesus said he loved me. Jesus said he loved me, but Jesus only wanted to fuck me. Jesus said he loved me. God, Jesus said he loved me. I said you're never gonna come around or get away. He said it again, I wouldn't want to fucking stay. It's probably because I was like 8.